This is Wendell Catlett, man. This is Leverage Your Life. All right, welcome everybody. This is Leverage Your Life, my podcast. I'm here with a famous guy. Well, he's famous to me, man. He's a big time guy. His name is Kenny Sway. Kenny Sway is a big time singer in Washington D.C. area. We do this podcast called Leverage Your Life because it's so important to tell people how to leverage their life to get to success. And my man Kenny Sway is like the epitome of it, man. Kenny, can you introduce yourself, man?
Yeah, man. I'm Kenny Sway, born and raised Sea Pleasant, Maryland. Singer-songwriter out of the DMV area.
Yeah. So Kenny, so you say out of the DMV area, man. The way that I met Kenny, man, I'm like going through. So I host these events. I just did an event like I talked about last time called the Creative Juices events, and I host these events. And I was like, I gotta find me an artist, man, because I'm tired of just doing these events. But just have like I don't want to say a go-go, but like a room full of people and just throw everybody in the room and just dance. I need somebody like to perform for me. I'm gonna have a talking piece. I want to have like some artistry, man. So I was going through YouTube and I thought about it. I said, man, you know what? What's that guy name that was down the Horizon Center?
Yeah.
The guy named that was the Horizon Center. Like he could sing his butt off, man. And like I think his story came across him singing. And I'm like, man, you know I gotta find him. I seen him in other people's Instagram and stuff. I said I gotta find him. So I had somebody reach out to him. They found him. Lo and behold, man, he was available, man. And I done did a few events now. And Kenny Sway, I say Kendrick, I see come across my call ID. Kenny Sway been at my events, you know, and ever since then, man, he like a staple for the Creative Juice. Like every time I have an event, I'm like, man, I don't know, we should keep using Kenny Sway. They say, why not, man? Kenny Sway is the lady. So it made me feel bad because it's my event, man. But it's, you know, Kenny Sway is the man, man. Yeah. But look, Kenny, so tell me, you say you grew up in Sea Pleasant, man. Tell me about how you started, man. When did you find out that you could sing and just your background?
Well, you know, just for starters, you know, I got my family, we all musically talented.
Okay.
And, you know, in some sort.
Right.
You know, like my sister, my mother, my uncle, you know, et cetera. We just, you know, we all sing and stuff like that.
Okay.
But just growing up, you know, in a household full of, you know, singers banging on the pots and stuff like that. And because to be honest with you, I really thought I was gonna be like a Congo player. Okay. Because you know, man, my older brother, we used to take the pots.
The Congos.
Well, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I never got the Congos for Christmas. Okay. But we used to take the pots and pans, and you know, we used to do like a little. Yeah. My mother used to be like, yo.
Like junkyard band.
Yeah, just we used to be in the living room and just set the pots up and be banging on them. So I really thought I was going to be a Congo player. Yeah. Actually, everybody really don't know that, though. Because that's,
man, like, you talented, man.
That's exactly what, before singing, that was kind of really what I thought I was going to do. Mm-hmm. But just, you know, just hearing my sister, because, you know, my mother used to push my sister, who's also a singer as well, and I just used to listen and be like, dang, like, sister sound good. And,
right.
You know, just me being alone and, you know, getting in trouble sometimes at a young age and having to go in the room. Mm-hmm. I used to have to, like, you know, just listen. Humming and stuff like that, and I found out I had a voice.
Right.
So
that's an understatement.
Didn't nobody know that I actually had a voice until like kindergarten.
Oh, really?
And
that's young,
I was like, I asked one of my teachers if I can sing on the mic.
Oh, really?
In the cafeteria. I remember this like yesterday because this is kind of when I really figured out like, this is what I want to do. Yeah. I asked her if I could sing. She said, yeah. So I ended up singing, you are so beautiful to me. Mind you, that's like, I heard that in The Little Rascals.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
and that was in 1996 when that movie came out. So you got to understand how young I was. Uh-huh. I sung that and it sounded good. And I thought I sounded good at least. And that next year, in first grade, I entered the talent show in my elementary school. Okay. And I sung Just My Imagination by the Temptations. Mind you, I'm young. I'm 5, 6 years old singing this stuff. So music was definitely
word
huge.
For word.
Yeah, word for word.
Word for word.
And I sing that song now like I crushed it because I married it so I married it so long and you know, that was kind of, you know, just watching TV, I mean the movies like when the Temptations came out and You know, I think that came out in 92. And, you know, I ain't really see it until like 96, 97.
Okay.
Where, you know, I was old enough, and then just pop beats and stuff like that. Just watching those movies has really, like, shout out to Eddie Kendricks, because he's the real reason why I have a falsetto.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I mean,
practicing his voice.
Yeah, because I grew up listening to the Temptations and listening to those, those, you know, those vocalists back in the day, and I always had an old soul. You know what I mean? So it was like just growing up listening to that stuff, and then, you know, just being, you know, just staying out of the way. I mean, my mother did her best to, you know, keep us out of harm's way. Definitely living in the ghetto and not being followers and stuff like that. So, you know, shout out to Mom Dukes for that. Like,
that's good,
she
man.
Really, like,
she kept you grounded.
She kept all of us grounded. You know what I mean? Like my brothers and I only got one sister, so she just kept us together. And she kept, and every time she moved, we moved with her. Like, we was moving with her. So,
that's good.
Yeah.
So you learned that you can sing at 5 years old, man. And when did other people start noticing, man? Like, because I'm gonna tell you, man, when I talk about Kenny Sway, man, I'm gonna tell you, the dude, I say one of the top 10 singers I ever heard in my life, and I say I don't even know 10, so it's like, I don't want to give him the credit of being the top 2 or 3. Maybe I should. You're a friend of mine, but I always say one of the top 10, but I don't even know 10 that's better than him. So, or 9 that's better than him, man. So. When did you realize that, and other people, you realized that you were that good, then other people, then you started saying, I need everybody to hear this, and then other people started noticing too?
Well, just, you know, I mean, I was always confident.
Right.
Like, I ain't have no struggle with, like, stage fright, confidence, or none of that.
Yeah.
And because that kind of really, I built that at a young age. You know, because I was the type of person who was always, like, saying stop, or, you know, I was just getting in trouble for little stuff, you know, little stuff that little kids do. I was always the type of person that, like, I needed attention.
Right.
You feel me?
Oh, you one of those guys.
Yeah, so I was, now, I didn't say I was seeking attention.
Okay.
It's like, but I needed attention.
That makes
because
sense.
of, like, everything else going on. I'm like, yo, I can do that too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Oh, I can sing too.
Right.
Because even, you know, when my mother was pushing my sister and, you know, my brothers and them was dancing and stuff like that, I was always in the background like, yo, I got talent too.
Right.
So when that didn't, you know, when that didn't come about, it's like, well, I'm going to try to make it happen regardless if anybody listens or they not.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm going to make my way.
Right.
However I'm going to make it. You know what I mean? So that's what built my confidence level.
Right.
You know what I mean? And just because, you know, people was like, stop singing. And I would always look at it like, yo, it wasn't my turn. Right. You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like, it was always like, yo, wait your turn.
Right.
And when that time came,
man, you took the stage, man.
Couldn't nobody tell me nothing. I was determined.
Right.
And I was always dedicated to, you know, dedicated to my craft. I was writing songs in 6th grade.
Really?
Yeah.
You still write songs?
I still write songs.
That's good, man. That's good.
I've been writing songs since 6th grade. Like, my mother and my godmother, they used to take, because I ain't never used to do schoolwork.
Right.
They used to take my books. Like, I used to songs like all day long. Yeah. And, you know, because I was getting in trouble in school too. Right. It was like,
well, that's how they punish you.
Yeah, they were like, yo, this is all he doing.
Okay. Yeah,
you know, this is all he doing. He ain't doing no schoolwork. All he doing is singing and writing songs.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Yeah, man. So I mean, like, I have people coming in here all the time, man, and we talk about, like, living in your purpose. And so it's like, you know your purpose. I mean, plenty of times I talk to you, man, you like, this is what I do. I'm like, Kenny, you ain't got to do this. I said, do this, do that. You like, man, I got this, man. Don't worry about this. This is what I do, man. So you know your gifts, and you know how to live in your purpose. So you, like, really, like, study your craft, and it feels good. I'm sure that it just feels good. It's not like it's not work. You even told me it's not work to you.
No, it's not. I mean, especially, I mean, as long as I've been doing it for, and, you know, I mean, of course, we're gonna get into the future. I mean, the present time and what I got going on now. But even at a young age, like, I was in every chorus, or, you know, I was trying to sing every lead in chorus, you know, because a lot of people couldn't hold it down, or at least I thought they ain't sound good. You understand? So I'm like, man, give me the lead part. I'll do it because I was always the type of artist that I'm not like a crowd or like I can't blend with a group. Right. So it's like trying to be a group and trying to, you know, harmonize and stuff like that. Like I'm a lead singer. Right. You feel me? Okay. And when you you know that, you know, it's easy to maneuver through songs, or if you are with a group, you know, I'm like, yo, let me take lead. And I'm not saying take lead because I don't want nobody else to. It's just I know me. Like I ain't no background singer. You feel me? So that's how I look at it.
That's good, man. So coming up, so you came up in the area, you learned from your family. That you were good. You needed. Well, you required attention. You ain't.
I wasn't seeking it.
You wasn't seeking attention. You required attention. So then you got attention. You started to get a follow, man. When I first noticed you, I don't know if this was your biggest thing, but for me, when I first noticed you, it was the Whitney Houston thing down the Capital One Arena, man. You had things bigger than that first, or what really set it off for you?
So,
before you get to that. What was your till you get to that point? Because for me, I think that was big for me. Maybe I'm sure it's your life, but what was your journey before that? Like, how do you get to?
So my journey before that.
What made you go down there? Yeah,
I was working a job just like anybody else.
Right.
Flipping burgers at Shake Shack, rocking sandwiches at Taylor, cooking chicken at Nando's. Yeah. You know, cashiering at Arbonne Pan, and you know, working at City Sports when it was there in Chinatown. I'm only naming a few jobs. You know, working at a seafood joint in Georgetown called Tackle Box. A lot of people don't remember that.
Tackle Box. No, I don't know that.
Yeah, exactly. So I was, you know, managing at Chipotle.
Okay.
So I had the jobs. I had, you know, I was regular, and how I got my start in actually street performing, and I tell this story all the time.
Street performing,
my friend Bridget, she hate when I always tell this story because I mean it's true. My friend Bridget, it was a guy who was playing the guitar, and he was singing in Pentagon City. Okay. Like, you know, the little tunnel joint before you get to the mall when you on the train. Yeah. He was singing.
Oh, right. I know you're talking about.
He was singing right there, and my friend Bridget was like, "Dude, you should do that." And I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like, what? And here I am making, you know, $6, maybe $7.50, every 2 weeks working at Chipotle. Right. So I'm like, I ain't doing that. Boom. So I would make my money or whatever when I go to work, and then I'll try it again, see what I can make at the time. But then I used to hop the stations. This is way before going outside.
Right. Yeah. Oh, you just hop the stations.
Yeah, I used to hop the stations. I'd be at Pentagon City one day, then Metro Center another day. Yeah. I'd just be me carrying my keyboard after work. And, you know, boom, push come to shove, the transit police used to kick me out.
Yeah, for hopping the station. Oh, you used to hop at the sink.
No, I was inside the Metro.
Oh, inside the Metro.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I'll pull up a video so you can see it, so you can they can get
visuals. I got you. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I used to be inside the Metro, hopping the trains, you know, singing or doing anything to be heard.
That's all right, man.
You feel me? So once the police started to kick me out, this is maybe like late 2014. I was like, dang, what am I gonna do?
Right.
Now.
Right.
Because I don't have no speaker. I don't have nothing. I don't really have the tools to be outside yet. Right. You understand? Yeah. So one thing led to another. I start saving my money up, you know, then I end up getting like a small speaker and maybe 2 small speakers and a mic.
And you pull up with that everywhere. You did that in my event. Yeah.
Exactly. So what I do now, I mean, what I had now wasn't what I had back then. Yeah. So, you know, I found myself, you know, making good money. I quit. Well, I got fired from one of the Taylor Gourmet, the last job I was at, because I didn't come in to work on Martin Luther King's birthday. Okay, I got you. So the next 2 days, because I was always on Monday and Tuesday, and that day, Martin Luther King's birthday, it landed on a Monday, and my boss was like, "Yo, are you coming in?" I'm like, "Nah, this is my day off." Right. You know what I mean? I guess one thing led to another. He was like, "I ain't work. I got fired." Yeah. So I took my keyboard and I went back to the stations and stuff like that and started performing. I made $200. You know, I'm really grinding. And, you know, I pick up my check from Taylor and that was $200. So I was like, damn, I made $200 in one day.
Right.
Then I made being a cashier maybe $275.
Right.
Being a cashier in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I was like,
wow,
this
201 day and 2 cents.
I was like, this ain't this ain't no money.
Yeah.
You feel me? So one thing led to another. I end up, you know, just saving my money and investing into my sound. And, you know, that kind of boosted me up. You know, it wasn't the sound that I wanted at the time, but it was enough to I would still make a little change. You feel me? Because I'm still at this point. Still kind of you know, figuring things out, locations, etc. like that.
Yeah.
Boom. So I find myself being able, and a lot of people don't know this, but I find myself trying to move to Cali.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm trying to take a big leap.
Yeah.
You feel me? My faith is still intact.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I already talked to my mom. I'm like, Mom, look, it's something I want to do.
Yeah.
Boom. She was like, if that's what you want to do, go for it.
Yeah.
So I find myself going to California.
Yeah.
This is late December of, because this is leading up to the viral.
Okay, I got you.
So I find myself going to Cali, and me going to Cali with expectations of what I think Cali gonna be like, wasn't it?
Right, I've been there. Yeah,
you understand?
I think everybody said they go there and they fail them every time.
But check this out. Yeah. I had maybe $3,000 that saved up.
Yeah.
And I got on the plane. Mind you, $3,000 subtract the $550 that for my flight. Man, I bought a one way.
Oh wow!
So I'm thinking, so
you're not like 2,500 basically. Yeah.
I'm not thinking like I ain't thinking like I'm coming back so soon.
Right.
So I get out there, you know, I got my dolly, got my clothes.
Yeah.
I got my music equipment.
Okay.
So now and at the time, because back home I used to, you know, I needed power to street perform.
Right.
So I'm looking for like the generator, etc. Like trying to figure things out. I'm spending money on stuff that not even knowing what I know now was all was right around the corner. But I'm like, I'm flying to. I'm like, hey, where can I get a generator from, etc. Like, bang, bang, bow. So I'm spending money. Now I got like 2,000 left. Yeah. You know, and then I stayed in a hostel too.
Okay.
Like this was a struggle, dude. Like, you understand? So things don't happen overnight.
I know.
But a lot of
because
I don't get too many interviews, people don't really know stories.
Exactly.
So it's one of those situations where I was in a hostel, so that was like $1,800 because, you know, it was like maybe $200-$300 a night.
Yeah.
And and I didn't want to be like, you know how people share the rooms. I didn't want to be like with everybody else, so I had to like buy a space where it's just me. You know what I mean? One thing led to another, and I was down to my last $800, bro. Dang. I was making like that week I was there. I was making like $80. Just street performing because there was so many people trying to make money. Now you ain't had nobody singing, but I didn't even have the equipment to amplify myself.
Right, that makes sense.
So I'm like, dang, like I'm down to my last $800. I called my friend Toy. I remember, I'm like, yo, Toy, I'm coming back. Bing, bing, bow. And she was like, yo, if that's what you need to do, I'm getting sick. Right. You know what I mean? I'm trying to, I think it was one of those days I just took a day off from street performance, just went to, you know, Venice Beach or something like that, was chilling. And then the sun go down. Mind you, this is December. Right. Of 2014.
2014, okay.
Mind you, I was only in Cali for a week. Because I left that Monday and I was back that Sunday.
Oh yeah, damn.
You understand?
Yeah.
So just imagine like if I was that type of artist, or if I was that type of guy to try to fake the funk or make it seem like I'm doing something that what I'm really not. Right. So I had to make a decision. Right. I had to be like, okay, this is my last 800. Right. Am I about to impress people and be like, yo, I'm out here living a life? Right. Or am I gonna go back and re-strategize? Right. So the intuition in me be like, you know what, I gotta get home.
Go back home.
I gotta come back home, re-strategize. And once everything come into fruition or everything pan out, maybe I can come back in a later time. Right. So that's what I did. I left a lot of stuff behind.
Wow.
I left a lot of stuff behind. I think I left my whole suitcase because I ain't really have the money for like to bring all my stuff back.
Right.
Because I got 2 speakers and a dolly and etc. So and I only have $800.
Right.
You understand? And five of that went to the plane ticket.
Yeah.
Especially in the time that so. And it wasn't
that's from LA to DC. That's about $500 a flight. Yeah.
Exactly. So and like I said, I had a one way there. Mm-hmm. So I come back, I knock on the door. My mother like, what the? They're like, dude, what? I mean, I
3 days or 7 days.
Yeah, and it took that time for me to realize like it ain't everybody has to be true to themselves. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's just a lesson in everything. Mm-hmm. So just imagine me not coming back and me just being, just trying to. You've been
lost, man.
I'd have been lost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and of course, I don't really ask nobody for nothing.
Yeah.
And I ain't really have the means to really like. Right. Set out and really journey. I was just going off of faith.
Yeah.
You feel me?
But that's important, man. As long as you believe in something, I think faith is important, though.
Right. It's faith when you ain't got the work.
Exactly. You got to put the work in, though.
Yeah,
you got to put the work in.
So if there's no work there,
exactly.
all I got is faith.
Exactly.
You feel me?
And that ain't going to help.
That ain't going to help at all. So
exactly.
I came back, and maybe that was in December. January, I got with the band. Mm-hmm. My boys, we all got together. Okay. And it was just the 4 of us at first. Mm-hmm. And we was like, we're going to be called the Unknowns.
Right, okay. Boom. Wow.
And we just started really, just grinding. Mm-hmm. We started grinding in January. Okay. From like January to like September. Okay. That's when...
So this was all the same time? Right after you got back, boom, January we hitting. Okay. My boy hit me like, yo, when we street performing, because they were street performing, and I was all street performing, but it wasn't until we got together when we really start putting some momentum into what we had going on. Right. So, shout out to my boys, Jet, Sonny, and Joe. Mm-hmm. That was the first, the original Unknowns. Mm-hmm. And mind you, we grinded the whole 2015. Mm-hmm. From the cold season all the way to the hot season, back into the fall and stuff like that. We were grinding. So constant.
We was hitting every metro station.
That's how you do it. I like that. Yeah.
Because actually,
that's marketing, man.
We start hitting the metro stations, and because I was the one with the blueprint. I'm like, yo, we should hit here. We should go here. Boom, bow. We can make money here. Bing, bing, bow. So we really start making money, and then we really start putting our money together as a squad to invest in our sound. Mm-hmm. So now. It came from just me and the piano, me behind the piano, from me being the front man. Right. So now I ain't got to play nothing. I ain't got to worry about, all I got to do is worry about learning the songs that we going to do, etc. Because I had the musicians already. Right. So from January to December of 2015, we grinded the whole time. So this is still leading up to the viral video. And maybe from 2016, because that's when the viral video was. 2016 from January to September. Right. For September, boom, the viral video comes. Yeah, okay. So that just lets you know the timeline of...
So people think it's overnight, man. It's never overnight, man. It's never overnight.
So, how that day was... It was September, and it was a little chilly, but it wasn't too much where you had to be bundled up. I mean, you had... In the video, you could see people with coats and stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember that,
And, young girl walk up, and her name is Evelyn. She walks up, she's enjoying the music. I see that, she just had an energy with her. Right. And mind you, Whitney Houston was always in our set list.
Oh, really? Already?
It was always in our set list.
Yeah.
And it was just the right timing.
Yeah, right.
She walked up. And once I started the song, she really walked up, and that's when that moment happened.
Oh, really?
And my sister was the one that actually was recording on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
The whole entire thing, interaction and stuff like that. Yeah. So, that blew up.
Man, that thing blew up. I remember that, man.
That blew up.
I remember that.
It was the biggest video on social media that whole week.
I believe it.
Everybody started reposting. Yeah. News stations started.
I know, man. I seen the news.
It was a great. It was an amazing moment, And I just in that time I didn't even think it was gonna go the way it did.
Right.
Because mind you, I'm coming from a place with only like maybe 1,000 followers on Facebook.
Right. Yeah.
And
exactly.
I watched a video go from 0 to like 5 million in one day.
Man, I'm telling you, man.
You feel me?
I'm glad. So I'm glad to. I'm not to cut you off, man, but I'm glad to hear. I'm glad that you're telling people this because people gonna think that it's like overnight success, even though you got the talent. You know, everybody know your voice is amazing, man, but it's still a grind.
There's a time where, you know, this was way before, you know, the Cali situation. I was still, you know, trying to make a move and being here, trying to make some stuff shake. But, you know, even after that video, the momentum stopped.
Oh, stopped because you stopped.
No. Okay. I mean, I was still going, but you know how when the video hit its peak, it stopped. Mm-hmm. So, and then I mean, I got the followers and stuff like that. But then again, like maybe like 3 or 4 months later, the video resurfaced. But in England.
In England, wow.
They news station
really
end up, you know,
hitting you up.
They ain't hit me up, but they end up reposting it.
Okay.
Or some blogger reposted it.
Yeah.
And mind you, that my video hit 5 million.
Right.
That video hit 36 million.
Sheesh.
So that kind of opened a gate.
Wow.
To a whole different type of fan base.
Wow.
On Facebook, and people don't know that I was viral on Facebook way before
I know
Instagram or anything such as that nature.
Yeah.
And then you know after that happened. You know, a flood of people just started flooding my page, and you know, fans all over the world was just like, "Oh my gosh, I'm a huge fan." I read certain DMs. I'm like, "Yo, I'm from the UK. I'm from Asia. I saw your video here, etc." So that was also a good feeling.
Right.
And we just gonna fast forward back into, you know, after that, then the viralness with my daughter.
Right. Say it again.
When I went viral with my daughter.
Oh, right. I seen that. Yeah, I remember that. That was nice too. Yeah.
That was that viralness with the little girl was in 2016.
Yeah.
Then 2017 with my daughter.
Okay.
And every video that I was posting was going viral.
Man, that's beautiful, man. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. So look, so I like that, man. I like what you just said. Because again, like I said, just remind me that people need to understand that you gotta go through the struggle. It's nothing in this world that. There's no point that you're going to grow in life without being uncomfortable. So the struggle is uncomfortable because you're learning. You're learning, man.
Yeah.
And it's something new. You know, like what works, what don't work. And then eventually, man, once you get it and you're grooving and your purpose, it's going to blow.
Yeah.
And man, everybody might don't blow viral like yours did, but it's going to click, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Even my life, that's what happened to me. Like the same thing, like trying this, trying that, but eventually things just click and it's just like, all right, boom, boom. Mm-hmm. Now I get it. Then you surround yourself with the right people and then things just go. So like for you went viral. So now, how did you? So you said your struggles, then you went viral. So now how do you like make sure? What did you do and what do you do now to make sure that this stay constant? Like,
well, every viral video that ever went viral for me was not pre-planned.
Right.
Everything was authentic. Everything was, you know, it was natural.
Right.
So I mean, it's not like a seeking. Oh, I gotta. You know, you got some people who seek viralness. Right. Absolutely. You know, I was looking viral.
Just living in your purpose.
A virus.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. So because it can be either good or bad.
Right.
But I was never that guy who was seeking or was trying to go viral.
Mm-hmm.
I know this is gonna go viral. Like, nah, I'll just do. When I went viral with my daughter, it got recorded. It sounded good.
Mm-hmm.
I posted it.
Right.
Woke back up. Phone going off. You know what I mean? And even with the know the lady, the Karen girl.
Right.
Like people don't know that she was the first Karen.
Right. Okay.
Really. Her name was Karen, but she was the first person on social media that she was really trying to make me stop or telling me that you can't do this here.
Right.
Or bothering me.
Right.
But what was so fascinating about that viral video is I didn't pay her no mind. I kept singing because I'm like, yo, what are you? Because I really want to be like, yo, get on my face.
Right.
But because I had a crowd, I just had to keep my composure. Right. And I think that's why
professional.
That's why that video went the way it went. And you know, Maxwell, everybody reposted it at the time. Like,
man, you got the Maxwell voice, man.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. And you know, I greatly appreciate, you know, the followers. I mean, of course, there's been some setbacks, you know, through social media as far as, you know, my page getting taken twice.
Right, I seen that, man. Yeah.
It was. I mean, but I really was never like a social media guru type of guy anyway. So I'm like, if they take it, they take it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's just one of those situations where, you know, I was leveraging. I was still able to leverage my clientele and my bookers and stuff like that, based off of like people word of mouth and just being you know, being accessible when needed. You know what I mean?
So Kenny Sway, who was Kenny Sway today? Who are you today?
Man, I'm a father first.
Right.
And you know, I'm a being, like I'm a spiritual being that love people, that have a huge heart for mankind.
Right.
And I'm whatever anybody want me to be for them.
Right. I like that, man.
You understand?
That. So we here put on this earth as servants. I always say that, man. So you here to serve, whatever that is, you know. So whatever they want you to be, I like that, man.
Yeah, I'm whatever anybody want me to be for them. Right. Like, I think, you know, people get it twisted with just being an artist, or, you know, I always tell people when they like, oh, you in the struggling artist stage, I'm like, yo, don't tell me that, because I'm not struggling.
Exactly. Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not. I mean, everybody's success is different.
Right.
And I always tell people this. They were like, yo, what's your biggest dream? I would say, yeah, my dream came true when I had my daughter.
I love it, man.
So anything after that is like an add-on. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you know, my dreams are already fulfilled. Yeah. You know, because I created a better version of myself.
Right.
You feel me? And my daughter. You know, so that's what's important.
So what are you doing currently? What type of work you doing? I mean, I know, but you know, for other people,
I kind of like. Don't get me wrong, I still get booked and stuff like that to do certain, you know, pop-ups of anybody want me to sing, but I'm really trying to invest my time and energy into songwriting.
Okay.
That's definitely that's what the bag at anyway. You know what I mean? Anybody knows in this industry that songwriting is definitely it.
Right.
That's what I want to do.
Okay.
And that's what's been my focus, you know, the past couple months.
Yeah.
I don't really release music like that because I mean, if you ain't really got no budget, like I was saying earlier, like no budget or something, like really push a record or a single or something like that, it's no point. And you know, some people say, well, you know, if you continue to release, something might pop. Yeah. Or that might pop for other people. But I just feel like, as for me as an artist, like I love to play behind the scenes. Like my desire is not to be number one. Right. But and Wendell, if you can sing, you can be number one. But let me write it.
Let me write it. Yeah,
you feel me? So
I bet you they put the mic in front of both whoever the other person is. Ain't too many people can mess with that though.
Yeah, I mean, but
mess with you. Yeah,
I think it'll be a situation where it just have to be an artist that's already got stuff moving.
Right, for
sure. I don't mind that because you got stuff moving already. So just take my song, do whatever you can. You know, I coach you through it. You know, vocal produce you through it. The way, you know, at the point where it'll get you right. And I know a lot of people not gonna sound like me, but you know, I get them where they need to be, and you know, it's only on your team to push it.
Do you do vocal coaching?
I don't. I'm I'm real impatient when it comes to stuff like that. Because it's like, if you don't get it, or I'm just like, I can't do it. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's tedious.
Yeah. So what? What's Kenny Sway? What's next for Kenny Sway?
I mean, like I said, like I'm just trying to really get my foot in the door with the songwriting. I wrote like 2 country songs the other night.
Right, I heard you say that earlier. I heard that's you do country too. All right.
I mean, I be in my bag. Like when it comes to the songwriting, I definitely be in my bag. Yeah. But what's next? I don't really know what's next.
Okay, you don't know what's next.
I don't. You know,
I just living.
I'm living. I'm having fun. And I'm
gonna tell you what I think is next, man. That Kevin Hart thing, man.
Hey,
it seems like that's your new lane, man.
Actually, the crazy thing is,
I seen it on social media. And you did it at my event. What you gonna say?
No, the crazy thing is, I've been doing the Kevin Hart joint for a while.
Oh, for real?
But I ain't really like, get out there. Yeah. I mean, I seen people do it, but I'm like, it's there, but it ain't really there. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's like.
You want to show them what you got? Or you want to save it? You can save it. Don't worry about it, man. You can save it.
I do a little something. I always do that. I see the thing about it is people can't make it up. Get to work today. Wendell.
Yeah.
Come to my office. It is what it is. I get pissed off. You know why I get pissed off? So I can't understand why people always in my face. I can't do it.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Can't make it up. I'm like, come here. Sit down. Go to the back. Look at the schedule. The schedule said 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
It said 2 o'clock. But it was there at 3. If you get pissed off, you can kiss my ass. It's no problem. It is what it is. I'm a girl dad. My wife get on my goddamn nerves. You know why she get on my nerves? She's like, all right, come here, sit down. Let me sit on your lap for a minute. I said, no, bang, I'm not ready. No, that's a little something.
Yeah, I know, man.
Yeah.
Man, you do good, man. See, you're an entertainer, man. That should be it. Yeah.
I only do that when I'm breaking the ice.
Right.
You know, when people just not loose or nothing like that.
Right.
Is, I think laughter is a medicine.
It is.
You know what I mean? And if you got people waiting for the next something to go on, and especially like normally when I'm singing, like people just be in shock.
Right. Man, you can go, man.
And I don't never get offended when it's like it's just quiet or after every song. It's just more so I understand that like people really just trying to grasp what they're witnessing.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I be like, sometimes I say a joke like, "Yo, it's free to clap."
Right.
You feel me? So that's basically normally what I do if after 3 songs and I ain't hear no clap.
Yeah.
But I understand that like they just really either trying to catch up to what's going on, because they like, no, this dude can't be singing. You feel me?
So you mastered your craft, man. But look, Kenny, I ain't gonna hold you too long, man. Look, I really appreciate you coming out, man. You the man. You when I seen you online, you got me real good, man. I'm like, gotta get this guy. When you come in person, it's like even better. Even better. Like I'm talking about. One time we had the event outside, man. And you like had your mic, your speaker outside, and you on the mic, and the people from the street, they started coming up like, who was that guy right there, man? Like your voice is like angelic, man. And I'm real thankful for you to come out today, man. And
no question,
and we're gonna continue to have things coming, man. Like I said, everybody, my events, Creative Juices. Kenny gonna be here on February. I'm gonna give you the date real soon, man. I know you gotta get that ASAP because you get booked up.
Yeah.
But y'all can come out and see him, man. And hey, look, how else could people support you, man?
I mean, my following is a little more old and mature anyway.
Right.
So I ain't really I ain't really seeking no 18, 21 year olds, etc. They gonna come regardless because they gonna be here.
Right, exactly.
Because they still got a lot of living to do. But the ones that the ones that I touch, of course, side note, I do a lot of funerals too.
Yeah.
So it's more so it's a lot of families and stuff that I'm connected with who appreciate my voice in that world, and that's just a whole different type of side hustle.
I'm sure it is.
You feel me? That's just a whole, and that's that's like donuts. Yeah. You feel me? Like hotcakes. Like I'm telling you, like because
I believe it, man.
Unfortunately, a lot of people die.
That's the most guaranteed thing in life.
And as long as that's guaranteed, I'm gonna be there. What you need me to do? What you need me to sing? How many selections? You need me to play too? Like, so that's how I be. But I greatly appreciate anybody that ever supported me in any type of way, big or small, or ever gave me an opportunity. And with all that being said, I create my own opportunities though. Because if I don't sing outside, I don't get. Ain't nobody about to knock on my door and be like, "Yeah, I got an event for you." But I use my platform on the street to
leverage yourself.
Oh yeah,
man. We're gonna leave it like that, man. This my guy Kenny Sway, man. Please, so all he asks you guys is to follow him. He gonna do the rest, man.
Oh yeah,
the world is gonna open up for him, man. Amazing voice, man. My guy Kenny Sway, you can follow him. What is it again, Kenny?
Kenny_Sway. One on Instagram is Sway Kenny on Facebook.
Kenny Sway. Follow my guy. Just leverage your life. Talk to you guys next time.